Hey friends, my name's Aaron Ciotti. Everybody calls me Ciotti. Someday, in the future, in an alternate timeline, I will actually remember to turn the effing things on that need to be turned on before the live stream, rather than the millisecond that the stream starts, and I look over and I see that half of my face is not lit up. There you guys go. Welcome to Whoop Wednesday. We are going to be taking a look at 8 different RunCam Nano 3's to see how many different versions there are. Supposedly there are 4 different versions of the RunCam Nano 3. I have at least 3. I might have 4 versions here. We're going to take a look at the layout of the resistors, capacitors, chips on the back of these and plug them all in and see if we can figure out. The main thing I want to figure out is which ones have that like purple off on the left side of the screen. Other than that, yeah, see if we can see a difference between them. I wish that I had one of the old school ones. I have one of the old school ones. I didn't realize that. Yeah, I've got one of the old school ones with the round lens, which we'll kind of talk more about. And yeah, should be kind of cool. Get to the bottom of the different generations of RunCam Nano 3, and then at some point here, I'll put this order in for the RunCam Nano 7. So I got to put a Weebly order in one of these days. I'm going to get a RunCam Nano 7, which will screw into the old school Mobula 6 canopy. And I'm also going to get some of these 1.4 by 1.1 by 3 35mm propellers with the 1.5mm hole, because we're going to build another 14mm setup. It's going to be great. We're going to fly a little bit here tonight. Let me throw a few batteries on the charger so that we're ready for that. We are flying speaking of, the 1.4-inch prop rig to just get some more batteries into it. I'm going to continue to try to figure out like why it's different, if I like it better, that kind of thing. Keep an eye on we'll be keeping an eye on the run times to see, you know, how much runtime we can get for it. At the moment, I feel like if you've got the lower KV Air 65, it's worth a frame and some propellers. You know, it's like a $10 mod to move it into the 65 Pro frame, put the bigger propellers on it, and have something that seems really good. I'm trying not to. Try not to count my chickens before they're hatched. Fucking weirdest saying on earth. But I am really digging this thing. So we will keep on flying it. And the more batteries I put through it and then switch back to regular 65mm rigs, the more I can kind of figure out what's going on with it. So we'll do that. This is, of course, a Q&A live stream. Ask any questions that you've got. Make sure you tag me if you want me to read your chat message. All you got to do is type CiottiFPV. If you do that, for me, my own name will light up in orange. If you don't do that, I won't see your message. And it'll suck to be you. Not really. You'll be all right. So yeah, that's what's going on, friends. Kelvin Knudsen was first in the chat. FizzPV, Brian Kirk, Mick Mucus, Cole Powers, Sly Stop, Craig Metzke, FizzPV, Everyday with Bruno, Capital C, Maddie Bunce is in the house. Maddie, I want your name to be in blue. I'm gonna put you as a moderator, but you do not have to moderate. We've got too many moderators as it is. I'm literally just doing this to change the color of your name. Bob Bruce, Nick Hayes, Mike K, Kelvin again, BMF Spade, YouTube just did the thing, scrolling back up, trying to find my place. There we go. Mike K, FizzPV, Denzel the Terrible, Cole Powers, Frank Nicholas, Flycadelic. What's up, friends? Thanks for coming. So yeah, that's the plan for today. Kelvin tagged me and said, what? Let's go stream time. Craig says, and we're back. Kelvin says, intro flight footage dives looked smooth. Any Gyroflow? No Gyroflow. 1.6 inch, the 2S 75 millimeter 1.6 inch prop 04 build that I did on the stream not too long ago. That's all that is. Super straightforward. It's also the same thing as the 2S walk snail build. It actually was the walk snail build, and when like the fourth walk snail light exploded, I sent all the walk snails out, and then I put 04 into that frame, motor, prop, AIO setup. And so, yeah, it's just a pretty standard 2S 75 millimeter motor-to-motor tiny whoop. Beta FPV 1102 18,000 kV motors, which were like 85% motor limit, I believe, and Mobula 7 V3 frame, Gemfan 1610 propellers, Beta FPV 2S 12 amp AIO with no OSD chip, and then, yeah, 04. Pretty straightforward setup. BT 3.0 with the brilliant little tiny whoop 2S 300 mAh batteries. One of these batteries is has dropped a cell, and I forget which one it is. I keep forgetting it, and then I put it back into rotation. And then I fly it, and it's all jacked up. So I got to remember to put a red X on the damn thing one of these times. So that's what's going on, my friends. I'm just trying to think. I'm going to do another one of these builds with the 1.4 inch props. But I'm trying to figure out what motors to do. These Beta FPV motors on the one that we were flying on Monday are what, 27,000 kV? Yeah, so 27,000 kV 0702. Those of you that support me over on Patreon for as little as $3 a month, which is only 10 cents a day, you have access to a bunch of different Google Docs where I've put tons of testing. If I take a look at CiottiFPV Tiny Whoop data, which has a bunch of tabs down the bottom, Beta FPV 0702, 27,000 kV motors, the estimated kV from the way that I was testing them says 29,750 kV, call it 30,000 kV. And then so if I look at the HappyModel 0702s, the HappyModel 0702 32,500s turned 30,250 kV, so basically the same. So I'd kind of like to do it on those motors. That'd be pretty cool. If I have an extra set of those floating around, which I might right here. Let me take a super quick look. 32,500. There we go. Yep. Awesome. Okay. So these guys. I will run it on these guys. Or I could run it on these. Could run it on these little fellas. I have a set of prototype Tiny Whoop 0702 34,000s just sitting here, doing a whole lot of nothing. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I don't think I'm going to run it on motors that are any higher kV than that, though, because this makes ridiculous power. These bigger props really do make some serious power. So so I don't think I need to go bananas. But well, I'll overthink it. The other option is to do it with 0702 40,000 kV motors on this direct soldered Mobula 6 2024 setup. But boy, is that a lot of kV. So I don't know. I mean, I could certainly just motor limit them down. You know what? That's what I am going to do. I'm going to do that because those motors, the way that I was testing, they were turning the 40,000 kV. They were turning the equivalent of 35,000 kV. So it's only 5,000 kV higher than these. And so like 30 to 35. 35. 7. So it's 1/7. So it's like 12% higher kV. Oh, but I can't run it on these propellers. That's a shame. It's going to be stuck on those HQ. Those HQ props. Yeah, that's a shame. I don't know what to do with this Mobula 6 2024 build. Whatever. It's got direct soldered motors that have 1.5 millimeter, direct soldered 0702 40,000s with 1.5 millimeter motor shafts. So the only 1.6 inch props that are going to work are the Gemfan 1210s, which I've kind of moved away from. I'll tell you, if you're going to do a HappyModel 1.4 inch prop tiny whoop, Mobula 6 2024 frame should fit. And then Weebleed has these HQ 1.5 millimeter shaft 1.4 inch props, and then you also get their, oh, for God's sakes, you also get their 32,500 kV 0702s with 1.5 millimeter motor shafts. That's the move right there. I wish I had an extra set of these motors floating around. Because, yeah, this would be it. 702, 32.5, 1.5 mil motor shaft. Now you've got something that's super durable. You might need to run a motor spacer on the bottom to bring the prop line up a little bit. But other than that, yeah, you'll be good. Look at this. A FPV motor. That's super cool. Hell yeah. 802 32.5. Oh, that's slick. Awesome. With a 1.5 mil shaft. Love it. That's awesome. Very, very cool. All right. Or you can just get the bells with that 1.5 mil shaft. It's super cool that good lord, 1,600 in stock. Yo, we need to figure out a home for these, my friends. And it might be this. It might be this 1.4 inch kind of setup. Okay. I might bell swap these 32,500s here because I think I have one more set of these 1.5 mil. I have two more sets of these. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Do they have the frame? Do they have the Air 65 Pro frame? Or no, I guess it's not Air 65 Pro. It's just Meteor 65 Pro. What if we just search for the word Pro? Oh, they don't. Damn it. Well, they might. Wait. Oh, no, that's the 75 Pro. Let's search for Meteor 65. Meteor 65 without a space. There's the Air. There's the regular. Blast. They don't have the 65 Pro frame. That's all right. I have a few of them. I just don't have colors that have any interest to me. I'm super interested to see what it'll fly like a little bit heavier with the... I mean, it should be fine. It should be totally fine. And I might as well get some more of the GemFan props while I'm on here, right? The GemFan 1.4 inch. Yeah, so here they are, 35 millimeter. Yep. Cool. So I'll leave this open too. The only problem with these GemFan props is they don't make them in 1.5 millimeter. So there's that. But these are the 1.5 mil props, and these HQ ultralight props are really, really good. I like them. I just like the biblades a little bit better. They're a little bit lighter weight, a little bit less draggy, but still really good. Mike K says 2 more days until I'll be whooping a resort in Florida for 2 weeks. Holy cow, that'll be a blast. Oh my god. Lucky bastard. BMF Spade says I just built a 65 millimeter with the 2G4 RunCam Nano 7 VCI DB. What's DB? 0702 30,000 kV motors. Are those the new ones? DB? Brian Kirk says, thank you for the Bri Brain and the Propodial. Put a pic in Discord. Very cool. You are certainly welcome, dude. I think that was a Etsy order, right? Hey, speaking of Etsy, I put a whole bunch of new stuff up there. Kind of random stuff, but a bunch of stuff. Bunch more stuff up on Etsy. Go look, and you'll have a better life. Levster says, just got the new VCI 30,000 kV DB version. They're just bonkers, crazy power. Get around 3 minutes on a dry weight 1789. They look so nice. What's DB? Looks like you and BMF Spade both have those motors. You Can FPV says, you convinced me to build an F65 Pro. F? What's the F? I don't know what the F is. Kelvin says, when you coming out with your own motor? When somebody lets me, I guess. I don't know. I would love to have my own motor. You know what the problem though for me is that like I change my mind all the time. You know, like I'm kind of all over the place. You know, like 1 month it's like, oh, this is my favorite motor. The next month it's like this other thing is my favorite motor. I guess with all the 2S stuff, it would be cool. It would be cool to have like I don't know. I don't know what it would be. Maybe a motor for this kind of setup. Maybe this 1.4 inch setup is the new magical, ultra cool flip flop. BMF Spade says dual ball bearing DB dual ball. It's got 2 balls. All right. 2 balls. What's the other one? The other one's bushing? I would assume. Murders. Or the VCIs. So there we go. Pro Light and DB. So I guess the Pro Light is just a bushing. I'd never be able to tell because they just give stupid CAD drawings nowadays. Oh, we don't have any product info here. But yeah, if this one is bearing, this one is probably bushing. I would go with the bushing one. I don't trust those little tiny ball bearings. But that's just me. You do you, my friends. Man, I'm tempted to snag a set of these, but these 2 trips have kind of killed me, so I'm really trying to behave and not buy anything right now. All right, cool. So batteries on the charger, they're for this. Let's just dive into it, man. Let's just start testing these RunCam Nano 3's. I am dying to know what the deal is here. All right, hold on. Let me fix this. Yeah, that's all right. Camera's working all right, isn't it? Okay. Don't need this. And so, all right. We can learn some stuff by looking at the backs of these. I'm going to bring this little guy over here, and we're going to take a look at the backs of a bunch of these cameras, because we can start to figure out who's who by just looking at the little chipsets. And this is what I think is going to help you all out, figure out what the hell RunCam Nano 3 you may or may not have. Okay, so that's a different one. So these two are the same. These are the same arrangement of chips here. And then that one's different as well. And then this one's the same as that one. So let's go like that. Put him up there. And now, oh, why is there like foam? Oh, that's obnoxious. Okay, hold on. I can kind of tell which one's which by just looking at the capacitors. Okay, so I think this is this one, right? Hold on, I gotta use magnification. Everything is so small. I just tried to put the loop into my ear. That was interesting. Yeah, I think this is the same as that one. Yep. Boy, does that look different, though. That is different. Everything else is the same, though. That's interesting. This one's super similar, but it's not actually the same. Okay, so this is the same as that one. This guy here. Another one that's the same as that one. Okay. And then this guy still has the damn thing on it. But this one is the same as the other guys. Man, this one still has the back piece on. I'll show you in a minute. Okay. So these are all the same. So I actually only have 3 versions of the damn thing. How is that possible? I could have sworn that I had all 4 versions. Maybe, oh, you know, I do, because these two have different lenses. There we go. Yep. 1 version, 2 versions, 3 versions, all these, and then 4th version. So let me space these out on the desk so that I know what's what. So these 5 we're going to test first, because these should all be the same thing, but I bet you they aren't. I bet you there's differences between these. Okay. So I'm going to put a little piece of tape on the desk here. No. I'm going to put a little ORT sticker, because I have 10,000 of these ORT stickers. And then I'm going to line the cameras up with the ORT sticker. And so the test setup is just, I have a little X12 AIO that doesn't have a home at the moment. And so we're just going to plug the cameras into that. They'll pop up on the VTX, and away we go. But I want to put the cameras in the exact same spot, because I wonder if there's any difference in field of view or anything like that. So I'm going to try to line this up here. Wait, no, what am I doing? Put the sticker this way so that you guys can read it. There we go. All right. There we go. ORT. So that's where I'm going to hold each one of these, and then they'll point up that way, and it'll be all terrific. BMF Spade says the other one was sold out. Gotcha. FizzPV says, do you still have one of the Cockroach 82 frames? It's out of stock everywhere. I think I do. I'm just not sure where. If you're desperate for one, message me somewhere. All my contact. Hey, CiottiFPV.com is where you can support me. Head on over there and click a bunch of buttons. They all help. Patreon helps me the most. Somebody join Patreon. One of you has been thinking about joining. This is your moment. Hook a brother up. Join my Patreon. I'll keep doing this as much as I can and telling you what to buy and telling you what not to buy. Here's the link to Patreon. Here's my streaming schedule. Etsy, I got a whole bunch of new stuff up there. Check my Etsy out. Buy some shit. You deserve it. Fiverr, you can work one-on-one with me. Teespring has some really fun shirts and other random apparel. PayPal if you want to support me directly. Here's a link to my Discord. This is where all the guys hang out. This is where you want to be. Searchable live stream transcripts thanks to Craig. And then lots of affiliate links here. Change your bookmarks to affiliate links. You can support people without even thinking about it. Amazon, Get FPV, Power Drone, Race Day Quads, Newbie Drone, WeBleed, Beta FPV, FPV Cycle, Hasingi, Emma Guide, Brain 3D, HD0, Flywoo, Emax, Banggood, Camera Butter, AliExpress. There you go. Other fun stuff down here. Support me, and I'll save you money. I promise. We can try our best to get through the upcoming absolute and utter nightmare together. Nice. Thanks, FizzPV. Use my WeBleed link. Very cool. All right. So, I need a battery. And we can get this cooking here. Pull one of these batteries off the charger. We'll be all right. What about this one? The WeBleed battery? No. Leave the WeBleed battery on there. Hold on. Take off this tattoo battery. Yeah. Okay. Replace this one. It's perfect. Hopefully this AIO is not on low power until first disarm, but it probably is. So these 5 should be exactly the same. I'm going to try to hot swap all 5 of these. So I'm going to try to put power to this AIO and then just plug, unplug, screenshot every single one of these. And so it's going to sit there like that, right at the end of the table. All right, here we go. So let's go to the VRX. And camera number 1. No motors plugged in. Whoa! Okay, hold the phone. Hold on. We need to clean these lenses. I noticed this at some point I noticed that like all my camera lenses were disgusting and filthy and horrible. And I didn't really think it makes much of a difference, but it absolutely does. So hang on. Let's real quick clean a couple of these guys. And this should be a lot better. Okay. And there we go. All right. That's a more fair test there. Okay, so this guy, here we go. Let's try this again. Okay. I'm going to go full screen here. I'm going to put this like this. And I want the I want that on the very bottom there. Okay. And then so right in the middle, and we're going to shift open Apple 4. That should take screenshot. Let me just double check that though. Let me double check that that actually took. Ah, fart. It didn't take a screenshot. It's shift. It's 3. Farts. Okay, hold on. Let's try this again. Plug this one in. Hold it up here. And I want the bottom of the frame to be there. Right in the middle. Shift open Apple 3. So that will have taken a screenshot. So we got that one. Next is this guy that just fell. Okay. There we go. And put him there like that. Hold it up. Shift open Apple 3. Okay. And then next one up here. I didn't see a difference between those two. Did any of you guys? As soon as you guys see a difference, you let me know. I think these are all going to be exactly the same. On the bottom there, shift open Apple 3. Okay, those are the 3 that are in the canopies. And now we've got 1 and 2 that are naked. Oh, look at that. They're purple on the left of this one. Purple on the left of this one. All right, line it up with the bottom of the frame. Shift open Apple 3. And then last one. And I'm putting these right to left on my desk. This AIO is getting hot. And this one's blown up. Good to know. Okay, yeah, this one don't work. So, oh no, the AIO overheated, I think. Because we just had static. Okay, there we go. Yep. Okay. The AIO was overheating. All right. Shift open Apple 3. Okay, cool. Let's get this unplugged. That was 5. That's plenty. We've only got 3 left. And they're the 3 different ones. So those should all be the same. I suspect that they won't be, though. It looked like that one had a bunch of purple on it. I should have probably checked to make sure that it was actually taking screenshots, but it was indeed. So we are good. Okay, so we've got a bunch of screenshots here. Let me get this figured out. That's trash. This is trash. So this is the first screenshot here. So we're going to go cam test, new folder. What the fuck? RunCam Nano 3. Okay. All right, RunCam Nano 3. So there's the first screenshot. There's the second. It should put them on order because they're time-stamped. Yeah, we're good. Okay, cool. 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 There's all 5. All right. And so now let's take a look. They're gonna be off a little bit. 1 and 2 look the same to me. These are the 2 that are in the smoke crotch gray canopies. Those look exactly the same to me. We can watch the voltage drop on the battery. Look at 4.23, 421, 419, 417, 414. Oh, and you can, wow, okay, so there's a mega difference. So, first one that's in the canopy, second one that's in the, am I sharing my screen? Yep. 1, 2, 3. All in the canopies. These are all the same. Although this middle one has a little bit more green going on, but I think that's just coincidental, right? So these 3 are all the same, but now watch this. Oh! So we found a purple one. Look how purple. Oh, and look at the toolbox move too. There is something going on with the field of view. Ever so slight change in the field of view. Jake FPV says, shift open Apple. Is that what you're saying? What's the Mac screenshot shortcut? I'm not a big Mac user. Yep. Shift Command 3. I call the command button open Apple because it used to have a little picture of an apple there. Old school stuff. Wow, what a difference. Okay, and like look at the like in here there's some detail gone. This one is way darker. This one here is not great. Oh wow, both of these have that purple tinge to them, and they're a lot darker. I'll be damned. Okay, so let me take a closer look. So it's these two. It's these two right here that look a lot worse. These two guys here. Let me see if I can figure out how you can tell them apart. Oh, I know exactly how you can tell them apart. Okay. I had a feeling. Hold on, let me grab the nerd goggles. All right. First bit of detective work. I'm actually going to take one of these out of the canopies. And it's going to be this one. So all three of these are the same, but I really want to show you what's going on here. So I'm going to pop this one out of this canopy. And I'm going to take it out of the little holder piece thing. Jib jab. Okay. All right. So here we go. Ready for the absolute nerd fiesta time? Here you guys go. Okay, that piece is off. Put this shit all aside. And now, check this out. All three of these in the canopy that look really good, they all have this difference to them. All five of these cameras have a very similar chip layout, but there's a super important difference here that I need to show you. How can I do this? Oh, fart bag. Hold on, I need an iPhone cable because I don't think this is gonna cut it. Maybe it will. I don't think this is gonna focus quite tight enough though. Let me just try this really quick. So we're gonna go. No, I don't want FaceTime camera. I want the C922. There we go. Okay, so now I'm gonna lock the focus, and I'm gonna set it as macro. Oh, this might actually work. Oh, it totally works. All right, friends, here we go. This is the one that you don't want. This is the purple. These two are the ones that were very dark and very purple. Okay? And what I want you to notice on these is this component right here. That guy right there and that guy right there. See how they're kind of squared off and kind of chunky? You've seen those guys before. You've seen them before. They've got that sharp edge to them. See it there on the bottom? Okay. This is the one that's purple. This is what it looks like. All 5 of these look identical everywhere else. The big giveaway for all 5 of these is this chip right here. This chip is unique looking on these 5 RunCam Nanos. But then this guy down here is unique looking on these 2 that are very purple. Okay, so these are the very purple ones. This is maybe the worst of the RunCam Nano 3s. It's definitely the worst out of the 2 that we've tested so far. Okay, so put these 2 aside. Now look at this. This is the one that looks good. Still has this component up here, but look at that. That's a different component there. That looks like a more standard capacitor. And same thing down here, right? Like these are those little tiny capacitors that you see a lot. So this is a good one. This is one that I pulled out of this canopy here. So we've got we've got 3 good ones, but we're starting to kind of figure that out. All right, cool. So these 2 are the purple guys. I need to get just a tiny little bit of organization going here. All right. So here we are. All right. These 2, I'm going to write purple and dark. Good. Flagadelic says, but the toolbox looks clearer in the purple ones. Hold on. Let's see. Where the hell is it? It's not clearer, it's just darker. The level of detail is exactly the same. But it's just, yeah, it's just coming through darker. Oh my God, get out of full screen. Interesting. Okay, look right here. Look right here. Okay, I'm gonna zoom back out. This is the nut grabber sticker. All right, ready? See how you can kind of pick up some of the orange and red and yellow? It's kind of gone. See that? I would argue that there's actually more detail in this one. But here's the thing, they all have the same lens. So I don't actually think there's any difference in detail, but I know what you're saying. But I think that's just a bit of an optical illusion there. That's a really good. You're on target though with saying that and trying to notice that. Okay, next set. So we've got these put aside. These are the first 3 that I did. Hold on, let me put. Oh my God, what's happening? Okay, so these are the 1, 2, 3 that I did first. Throw these guys in here. Okay, cool. So those are the first ones that I did. I am still somewhat organized. Now we've got 3 more. Okay, cool. So next up is going to be the round lens one. Let's dive straight into the round lens and see what's up with that one. Okay, get this plugged in before I hook the battery up. Come on. Come on, you jerk. There we go. All right, ready? Here we go. Here we go. It's so weird plugging a AIO in and getting no... Holy shit. Okay, hold on. I did not clean the lenses on these. Very obviously. Okay, hold on. I hope this lens was dirty. Jesus, that looked awful. Okay. All right, that should be clean now. And then these other two Jabbas. And this guy. Clean your lenses, friends. It makes a difference. Boy, does it make a difference. Okay, cool. Here we go. Let's try this again. Okay. And off on the side. Oh boy, this round lens one looks terrible. I think there's something wrong with this, dude. This is brutal. It also looks way wider. Okay, shift open Apple 3. There we go. All right. Wow. I think there might be something wrong with this one, like this lens is jacked up or something like that. Next one is here. Okay. All right, got it. Oh my god, this one looks way different too. Holy shit. Okay, like that. Shift open Apple 3. And then last one. I am blown away at how different these look. Okay. Last one here. The cables always exit bottom right, which is nice, though. Oh, this looks a lot like the first two. Okay. All right, there we go. Look how everything kind of shimmers with these. All right. 1, 2, 3, and cool. Here we go. Let's bring this down smaller. And then, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we've got 6, 7, and 8. Perfect. Okay. 6, 7, 8. Okay. Round lens, old school. Ooh. Oh, okay. So it is wider angle. Look at that. Very obviously wider angle. But Jesus hell, something's going on. Like, look at all this. Look at all this, like, haloing and shit going on. What the hell? This looks awful. It's like look at this texturing. Can you see this? Like, what the hell is going on here with this, like, ripply waviness? Hold on, that's this one here. Let me like look at the lens real close here. Oh, the lens is like, the lens is not round. This thing is screwed up, bro. The front, oh yeah, this thing is jacked up. So the front lens element is supposed to be either round like this or just flat. And this one, it's like that. Like, it goes up and then it domes down and in, and that is creating this insanity. So that one's bad. That's the ugliest so far. Like look for, here's the nut grabber sticker. It's like gone. It's, yeah, wow. Okay, so the round lens one is bad. Cold Power says halo and lens could be scratches from abuse. Totally. Yeah, this front lens element is messed up. Next is this middle one with the old school lens. What the hell is happening here? Did it really look like that? Surely it didn't look that bad. That's insane. That is awful. That's worse than, I don't know which one's worse, but it ain't good, that's for sure. And then is there a way to buff out scratch? I mean, you can try like a plastic polish, but yeah, that's tough. And then the last one, this one just kind of looks normal to the other ones. Boy, these are just brutal. Hold on. Folder called brutal. And so let me just throw these in brutal real quick. Let's compare. Oh, nope, hold on. We're going to move these two in there as well. Okay, so these are the first three. Yeah, look at that. So these are the first three. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. These are the ones that were in the canopies. Ready? And then here's the dead last one. That's the same thing. The dead last one is the same thing. I was holding it off a little bit, but the yeah, it's the same. These are the same thing. So the last one, yep, the last one is the same. So that is this one. This one is the same. So let's take a look at the chipset on this one so that you can figure out. As far as I'm concerned, like, these are the good ones. I showed you the other, and now here's the other good one, it seems. And this looks completely different. The chips are in different places. So if you have one that looks like this, that's going to be one of the good ones. The wires always exit bottom right like that. And yeah, man, the chips are in all different spots, but this one looks just like the other one. So this is another good one that looks just like those others. And now to the bad ones. Okay, so here's the other good one. So I've got 4 good ones so far. That's kind of interesting. Here what the bad ones look like. Here's what the round lens one looks like. I have a feeling this lens might be jacked up. I have a feeling if you have one like this and the lens isn't all mangled, it might actually be really good. But yeah, this is the back of the round lens one. And wait, you know what? I think it's the same. Yep. Okay, so check this out. The round lens is on the right. The standard lens is on the left. The chipset is completely identical. Just a different lens. These two look the worst, though. So if you have a RunCam Nano 3 that looks like this, and you hate RunCam Nano 3's, that's why. These look awful. They're like super dark. I'm gonna run this one more time. Hold on. Let me run this one more time because that looked horrendously bad. This one with the round lens is just ruined. Let me try to show you the jacked up lens element on this guy. So, like, you can kind of see it there. It's like it like domes in the middle. See it? Ah, there you go. You can see it catching the light. See how it's like convex back in on the inside. This lens is effed up. But this is what the round lenses look like. It's just round. I don't know if just this one is wrecked or they're all wrecked. But this is what the old school, really sought after RunCam Nano 3's look like. And then this is what the majority of them look like, with this like little bayonet looking thing on the front of the lens. You see how the front of the lens isn't like weirdly convex like that? See how the light dances across it normally? If I do that with this one, look what a mess it is. Ready? That light to dance back and forth. I can't even get the light to dance back and forth because it's being like bent in so many different directions. So this one's out. This one looked terrible. Let's retry this one though. Try this one more time. Because sometimes like they kind of like flicker in some weird way, and I feel like maybe I took that screenshot when it was extra dark or something like that, because that just looked insanely bad. But we're gonna figure that out right now. So wires in the bottom right, and nah, man, it just looks terrible. It just looks awful. It's so dark. Why is it so dark? Well, there it's better. I wonder if it's just having a really hard time with this overhead light. Yeah, the exposure algorithm is different on this one, basically. Strange. Okay, well, we've only got, so we've got the purple ones. We've got the good ones. We've got the round lens one, which is kind of a hot mess. And then we've got this guy. So let's turn this light off, and then we're gonna test the really good ones against this one that's having a hard time with the direct light. This will be cool. Let me clean these both one more time. Concave like a cave. Thank you for the correction on convex and concave. I always get them wrong. Kind of insane. If it was 50-50, I'd get it right at least half the time. I seem to not, though. All right. Both lenses are clean. Weirdly dark one first. And I'm going to turn this off. And we're going to see what kind of a difference that makes. So dark one first. And we're going to put it right here. And I'm going to hold it up like that. It's still kind of dealing with these bright-ass lights on the top left, but it's not nearly as bad. So there we go. Screenshot from that one. And then let's unplug it. And we'll put this guy in here. Okay. Wires bottom right. Okay. Wow, look how much brighter it is. Jesus. I think we might do one more test after this where I turn off the studio lights as well. Okay. Shift open Apple 3. Let me actually do that right now. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Turn off, turn off, turn off. This is getting hot. Come on, turn off. There we go. Okay. So then studio lights off. Shift open Apple 3. and then switch back to the other one. Oh man, I'm doing this in a way that is encouraging failure. Come on, come on, come on. Plug in, you bastard. Plug in! This AIO is so hot, it's burning my fucking fingers. Oh, shit. Come on. Okay. Put this in the middle. Like that. There we go. Okay. Got it. Got it. Off. All right. Let's compare. So, I've actually kind of lost track with which one is which. But I know what the little chips look like on the back, so I'll be fine. Okay. So here we go. Light on / off. So we got first one, second one, first one. That's all I need to remember. We did 1, 2, 2, 1. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Pretty obvious. Still very dark. But I think, well, there's red in the corner too. Look at it picking up all this red. I don't know of any. What the hell red is it picking up? Well, it's not picking it up here. All right, hold on. So 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and then 2 again, 1. Wow. 2, 1, 2, 1. So, yeah, this camera basically has the contrast cranked way up. Way up. That is way too contrasty of an image. This is much better. Good Lord. Yeah, okay. So that's a huge difference. So here's what the one with crazy contrast looks like. It's the same chipset as the round lens one, so I can just hold these two up next to each other. Nope, this is the good one, and then this is the bad one. Yeah, okay. So this one with the crazy contrast that you're looking at right now, this is what it looks like on the back. This, yeah, this setup here is way too contrasty. All right, and that's these two. So these two guys, I'm going to put in another little Ziploc bag that's going to say Mad Contrast. Mad Contrast. There it is. So these two guys have Mad Contrast. So it looks like there's two different chip designs that look really good on RunCam Nano 3's. Yep. It's this one and this one. So these are the RunCam Nano 3's that you're looking for. If you can manage to find them for sale, and if you can manage to get the person selling it to take a picture for you of the back. This is what you'd want. I've needed to figure this out for a while. What do we want? Bench zoom. Here we go. This is it. Right here. Those are the ones. Those are the good ones, my friends. There we go. Yeah, now we're talking. Cool. Them's the good ones. Next time you hear somebody saying, "Oh, the RunCam Nano 3 sucks," be like, "Nah, bro, you just have one of the shitty ones." Those are the good ones. Kind of crazy that there's two different chip layouts, both on the good-looking ones. That's kind of wild. Damn. Okay. So the Mad Contrast ones and the purple and dark ones will be buyable on my Etsy store. It's still a RunCam Nano 3, right? Like, analog looks like hell anyway, so to some extent, why does it matter? If you're building a workhorse, these are going to be great for that. You know what I mean? I want to take some pictures of those though before I sell those. Yeah, I want to get some pictures so that I know which ones are kind of which. That was pretty awesome. And I think this is an X12. This is an X12, isn't it? Let's see. I didn't realize I had an extra X12. This is going to get a BT 3.0. If it is, this is going to get a BT 3.0 lead put on it. And I'll do another 2S thing. 2S analog thing. Where the hell's... Well, hold on. Let me turn this back to autofocus. There we go. And quit out of Camo Studio. Betaflight, where are you? Capital C says, what's the deal with the Emax RunCam Nano 3? You know, I don't know. At this point, now that I've figured this out, I think I have to buy the Nano 3s that are out there, right? To try to figure out what the hell's going on with them. Because I don't know which ones are which. Yeah, this is an X12. That's pretty awesome. These are like all of the RunCam Nano 3s that I've got. I think, right? Hold on. I wish I still had one in the packaging. That would be super amazing, but I'm pretty sure that I don't. Oh, I do! Oh, yo! Every once in a while, I just... Oh my god, I got a couple more in here. 2 more. This one I markered blue. Does that mean it's broken? Blue for broken? Yeah, we got some more. Hold up. Let's see. This... Ooh, this is a weird one. What? What the hell? Hold up. We might have a, we might have another one. Let's see. Nope, not the same as that one. Not the same as that one either. Oh, shit. Hold up. Let's look at the purple and dark ones. Bottom right corner. Nope, nope, nope. It's not the same as that. Oh, shit. A new challenger may have just arrived. Hold on. Let me check these 2 guys against it. I'm literally just like looking at where the chips sit. Oh, nope. It's this guy. Oh, and look, there's a little capacitor missing on this one. That's kind of crazy. So this is, this one looks just like this guy. And so let's test this fella real quick. These are the... Boy, I gotta stay organized here. These are the good ones. Put them back in the good bag. Okay? So we're gonna test this guy. At this point, I can just plug him in and just look at him. I don't have to do the screenshot thing. This is totally fine. They look so different that it's really easy to tell. So here we go with that one. Yep, that's one of the good ones. Cool. So here's another good one. Fantastic. All right. So this one can go in the good bag. And then, hey, we've got some... The hell? Oh my god, I bought a bunch of these. Oh wow, I got out of control with this. These are the... Oh wow, okay. Nano Scout. Sorry guys. Nano Scout. Nano Hawk. Oh my god, okay. Ooh, there's one more. But why is it all... Oh, I put blue marker to let myself know that this is one of the ones that's blue. But you know what? Hell yeah, I can just look at the... I can just look at that chip. That like bronzish, totally squared off chip that I was showing you in the bottom left corner. That's one of the blue ones. Cool. So I'm actually going to take this one out. And oh man, I'm excited to compare these in a second to the Nanohawk ones. This is great. Okay. Get that going. Come on. Get out of there. There we go. All right, so this one is going to go in the blue bag. Purple and dark bag, I should say. Sweet. Oh, we learning tonight, yo. Learning tonight. All right, good. Dump this back in here. This is fine. Okay. So now we've got, I'm going to do, oh, farts. Well, this says Nano Scout, but they're both, they need to be, Brian Anderson drove a BT 3.0 battery to an early death, clipped the lead, and soldered an XT30 female to it. To do what with? What is the meaning of that? Okay, let's take a look at these guys and see what they look like. I gotta fire up Camo Studio again. Hold on. Okay, and bench zoom. We're gonna come here and go manual focus, as macro as it will go. All right, so we've got the panels are still on the backs of these, but I can just look at the edge. Hold on, let me show you. I can just kind of look at the edge, and I can tell what's what. All right. So these are obviously both. These are both the same. All right. Since they're the same, I only have to hold the one up. All right. And so you see that. See that chip in the bottom left there? Does that look familiar? Let me just peel this off. Let me just put it back on. Okay. So it's this design. So this is, I think these are the good ones. I think this is the good design. Let's take a look. Let's compare. Known good one and known good 2 coming out. Wires in the bottom right. Wires in the bottom right. So these are the 2 good ones that we know of. And then this is the Nano Scout. Oh shit, it's different. Oh, it's totally different. Okay, hold on. I thought it was the same setup as the good ones. It's not. Which one is it the same as? So it's a little... Ah, okay. Mad contrast. Oh, okay. These are mad contrast ones. All right. Look at the bottom of the mad contrast. See it? Bottom left, and then in the middle there. Bottom left, and then in the middle. Bottom left, and in the middle. So these are going to be mad contrasts. These are going to be super contrasty. These two that apparently are from the Nano Scout. Good to know. All right, I got this back piece back on here. I'm gonna put these back into the Nano Scout bag here, and I'm gonna write. I'm gonna write probably super contrasty. Oops, nope, that's an R. Probably super contrasty. Okay, cool. I don't have any extra of those plugs to solder up, but I mean, we've got two of them with that exact same chip layout, and they were ultra contrasty. So there's those ones. And now we've got a couple here. One of them has the right plug on it. So this package says Nano Hawk RunCam 3 replacement camera. Let's take a look at these guys. Okay. And if I put the nerd goggles on, it'll help quite a bit. Let me take a quick look at these three to see if they're the same kind of layout of chips. Oh, they are indeed. Yep, there's that guy, and then that vertical jib jab. Oh, nope, this one's different. This one's different. Okay, and then what about this one? Yeah, okay. All right, so here's the deal, friends. The Nanohawks, the Nanohawk cameras are going to be super contrasty. I'm pretty sure. They've got that same chip layout that has loads of contrast. So I'm actually going to put these into the same bag as these. I don't see any difference between these guys. Model Nano 3. Oh, there is a little bit of a difference. Okay. A little bit of a difference on the sticker on the back. I'll be damned. Screw that. No, I'm going to put them back into the Nanohawk bag. And I'm going to write the same thing on it. Probably super contrasty. Where'd that marker go? Where'd it go? There it is. Probably super contrasty. All right, and then we got this little guy who looks like one of the good ones. He's got the... Yep, this is the same layout as the good ones. Down on the bottom there, it's a big capacitor, and then that big square chip to the right of it, right there, which is the same as... Nope, not that one. Not that one. That's the weirdo good one. Here's the normal good one. Yep, same thing. Same thing. So this should be another good one, but we are going to check it because I'm worried that I'm going to find an odd... I would like to not find an oddball because... And I haven't yet. I haven't found one with this chip set that doesn't look like hell. Chip layout, I should say. All right. PRX. Bottom right. Oh, yeah. This is one of the good ones. This is one of the good ones. No purple tinge. Nice natural colors. Awesome. Yo! We got this shit all figured out, my friends. I'll be damned. Okay. So 2 different little chip layouts for the good ones, but mainly that one sort of layout with that capacitor bottom left and then the square chip next to it. Now the game that I'll play is, like, every single time I take a build apart that has a RunCam Nano 3 in it, I'll be, like, scouring the back of the camera to see which one it is. You know what? I've got this drift car chasing analog rig with the RunCam Nano 3. It better be one of the good ones, damn it. It is! Look at me go! Yeah, okay. Yep. Awesome. Well, that's pretty lucky. So that's good. What about, I wonder if I can see through the back of the Modulus 6 canopy to check these. To check the rest of these that I have in builds. Oh boy, not really. Oh god, that's hard to see through there. Oh yeah, and especially with that, with the plastic piece on the back of it, it's really hard to see in there. Yeah, no, I kind of can't tell. Yeah, I'll have to wait until I pull these guys apart. Like, next time I break something on them, I'll pull them apart and check the camera on them. Well, hell, that went really well. And what's really cool is the majority of the ones that I have seem to be the good ones. So there you go. That's what to look for. I need to get a couple pictures after the stream of the 2 layouts that are really good. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna get my old phone on the charger because I've E6000 a super duper macro lens to this guy. So I'll take a couple pictures of it. Throw them onto the computer, and that'll be a Discord post, actually. Not Discord, that'll be a Patreon post. There will be a Patreon post with what the back of the good RunCam 3's look like, so that you can try to find one. And or if somebody's selling it, you can know if that's one of the good ones, or if it's one of the shitty ones, you can just be like, yo, I ain't paying you jack for that, because it's going to look like ass. Doesn't really look that bad, but it's going to look not as good. Mad contrast. Well, you know, I don't need... Now that I've done this, I really don't need to hoard these. You can still get the Emax ones. Like, these are still available. Yeah. So these are the ones here, right? Yeah, these are the ones that I hang on to. And then I'll sell the rest. So if you need a RunCam Nano 3, I will have a bunch for sale in the Etsy store. They're not going to be these good ones. I'm going to keep these good ones. Sorry. I have been buying these things for years, and this is the thanks that I get. I get to keep the good ones. Even the bad ones are still super lightweight. Analog looks like hell no matter what. And they're super durable. So if you're looking for mad durability and lightweight, this is definitely the way to go. Yo, I might be selling 9 RunCam Nano 3's on the Etsy store. That's pretty crazy. We'll see. I might keep one of these Emax Nano Hawk ones. Brian Kirk says, "Is that E6000 what you use to glue the VTX wire up?" Yeah, man, I use E6000 for like everything at this point. It is just my favorite glue. It peels off all in one big chunk. It's just good stuff. Really good stuff. Let me get caught up on chat. Brent Anderson says, "Lets you use 2S XT30 batteries on your BT 3.0 rigs." But you said you killed the battery, though. I think I'm confused. Drove a BT 3.0 battery to an early death, clipped the lead, and soldered XT30 female to it. I'm confused. Sorry, brother. Dave S. says, are HappyModel 702 28,000 kV motors okay? They look outdated. Going to try them on a Meteor 65 Pro build. So HappyModel 702 28,000. Hey, look at me. I tested that at one. No, I didn't. Did I test it on the previous time? I sure did. So HappyModel 702. Why do I have it? For some reason, I have 28. I have it listed as 28,500. Oh, that's the Weebleed version. That's right. Weebleed makes a HappyModel 702 28,500. It's probably the exact same thing as that 28,000 that you have. The estimated KV from the way that I check it is 25,500, which is really low. So that is a relatively low KV motor. Putting that on the 1.4 inch props is a really good idea. It'll probably be really good on the HQ. The HQ 1.4 by 1.1. Where the hell is it? These. You want to pair those motors with these 1.4 inch props, I think. You might as well also get the Gemfan biblades because they were good. Maybe even the Gemfan tri-blades too. It's going to cost you, $8 whole total or $12 total to get 3. But I think these HQ ultralights will be what you like those motors the best on. Yeah, these 1.4 inch props are a cool way to bring lower KV 702s to life, which is pretty slick. I'm excited about that. Stan Dealey says, just grabbed one of your ORT antennas. Thank you, dude. Thank you for the support. Capital C says, what's the deal with the Emax RunCam Nano 3? So we just checked that. It's going to be, it's the same setup of capacitors, resistors, and chips as the ultra contrasty ones, which are light on off. This is the ultra, well, no, hold on. Light on off. Here we go. So it's this one. These are the good one, and it's this one. So it's, yeah, just super contrasty. If you're a big fan of contrast, you're going to love the Emax Nanohawk cameras. I think I'd realized that about them. I think I'd realized that they're super contrasty. I mean, this actually looks this looks okay. These are the good ones, and like they're washed out. Like honestly, like that is washed out. I prefer for it to be washed out because then I can take it into Premiere and push contrast into it. But like if you're not going to edit it, this actually looks pretty good. This is one of the Emax Nanohawk ones. This and this. And then it's one of these as well. It's this one. Boy, it's having a hard time with this. It's super dark here because it's trying to expose for this ring light here as well as these. And then this is the round lens one. Just really struggling. And then those are the purple ones. There you guys go. But yeah, these are the ones that I'm keeping here. Washed out. But I'm okay with that. RunCam Nano 3. There we go. We did it! That was fun. BMF Spade says you must have hit something pretty hard. I haven't flown that round lens one, actually. Branderson says 3 A's, 3 B's, and 3 C's. Cheers. Frank Nicholas says, oh no, we got that. Looking for Flycadelic. Flycadelic says, this thing is screwed up, bro. So yeah. Benny Bravo, we got that. Got that. Jake FPV says, what lens style do the crappy looking ones have? I'm assuming the notch style. It's kind of all over the place. Of these, the worst one was actually the round lens. But I think that lens is screwed up on there. I think if we could get our hands on another round lens one, and you know what? Let me actually name that file. This is insane. So yeah, this one. So we're gonna call this round lens. Okay. Yeah, there's the round lens one. Good. And then this guy here. This guy here is same chips as round lens. Same chips as round lens. Yeah, same chips as round lens. Got it. And then these two are just the purple ones, which is pretty obvious. And then light on, light off. This is Emax Nano Hawk 1. Emax Nano Hawk 2. Sweet! And then these were the good ones. Good, 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 good. Awesome. Huzzah, MFers! And of course, this live stream will live forever for us to check it. Craig says, can the RunCam camera on an X12 AIO be swapped for a CO3 camera? Yep, you're going to have to swap the plug, which is going to be super annoying, but you can absolutely do it. Or you could direct solder it. Meaning Mob7 2S 0802 build with X12. Yep. All of these cameras can be swapped with all these other cameras. All these analog cameras are a video line, 5-volt ground. And so you can use them interchangeably all over the place. Matty Bunce says, how are you outputting the analog feed to the stream? With this little guy wired with a big long USB cable. If you go to Amazon and you search for FPV USB VTX, I think that'll find it. Maybe not. Used to find it. Yeah, balls. FPV video, maybe? Just haphazardly throw the word video in there. No. Receiver. Not VTX. I don't want VTX in there. What am I doing? FPV USB video receiver. There we go. That's similar. Not exactly. There's like 80 different companies that make it. Don't get this one. I bought 2 of these from Pyrodrone, and neither one of them worked. This is the one. Oh, God, $61. Go to hell. Oh, man, they've changed. This does not look exactly like it. Oh, nope. It doesn't look like there's USB out. Yeah, no, this ain't the same. This has no USB out. What about Radio Link here? Radio Link, you got USB out? It sure does. This looks a little bit different, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's the exact same thing. Yeah, it gives you a bunch of USB cables. So that could be a winner. I would really love to find the exact same one that I've got, though. This looks just like the one that I have, but boy, $61 is a hell of an ask. What about eBay? FPV video receiver USB. Aha! There you go. $37.39. This is the same thing. Yeah, buttons are in the same spot and everything. This is it. This is the one. That's the one for FUAV Mini 5.8. There's probably a whole bunch. Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, here you go. This is literally the exact same one. Mine literally says SkyDroid on it. There you go. SkyDroid. $40. Fuck you, Amazon. What a fail. Amazon, you are such a piece of crap. eBay all day. Yeah, look at these. Look at all these SkyDroids. This is exactly what I've got. SkyDroid, baby. Thank you, eBay. Everybody start using eBay and stop using Amazon. Unless you were going to use my affiliate link, then use Amazon. They do make a diversity version of it. It doesn't perform any better. And it blinks when it pops from one to the other, so don't do it. Cool. Let's fly this wacky 1.4 inch prop rig around. See if I can get a little bit more in tune with it. Once I yank some hair out of it. My favorite thing to do with Tiny Whoops. Boy, did it used to be so much worse, though. Good lord, we have it so good with these motors versus the brushed ones. All right. 6 batteries a day, my friends. If you do that, you will be a much better pilot next month, and then the month after that, and then the month after that, and then the month after that. You will get so much better month over month. You will not believe it. But you have to do it every day. You have to fly 6 batteries a day every single day. That's the whole point. Brian Kirk says, I wish I saw this 3 weeks ago. I bought the wrong VTX, the one you said don't buy. Send it back. Brandon Anderson says, SkyDroid. Denzel the Terrible says, don't you want the one with 2 antennae? Yeah, I have that one. It's not as good. It blinks when it swaps between them, and it's just, you could probably make it work better, but the blinking is a bit much. Here we go, yo. Beta FPV Air 65 version 2 moved into a 65 Pro frame with the GemFan biblades. Very, very lightweight, big propellers. Very fun to fly. I was having a blast with this on Monday's stream. Whoa, little fella, take it easy. Homeboy ain't happy. He trying to fly away all on his own. I'm trying not to let him. Okay, so this PID tune is all right. So this PID tune is over the line. I'm not really sure why that is. It was fine Monday night. Oh my god. It's still a little pissed. Hold on. Hold on. Let's flip it into turtle mode. Arm it and spin each motor up. None of them feel all that bad. Let me just push on the AIO, make sure nothing weird is going on here. No. I've definitely had to back the tune off with this frame. Not surprising, it's a bigger frame, so it's going to be a little bit more wobbly. Oh! Ah! I didn't have a plan. Oh my god, I have a surprise for you all. I have a surprise for you. Where's the surprise? Where's the surprise? There's the surprise. Look at the haircut on this dog. Look at those sharp German ears. Hopefully he'll come down here. And I can fully shame him. My god, this thing is floaty. In a good way. In a really good way. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. It's like so against the way that I normally fly. Oh, the hi-hat hit from... Oh my god. Yo, this thing flies great, man. I'm so... This is why I retest stuff. This is why I retest things. This is the third time that I've gone down the 1.4-inch 35mm prop rabbit hole. Both previous times it flew like hell. The first time I did it with 802s, it was too heavy. The runtime sucked. Then I did it with 603s. It flew good, but the runtime sucked. Now all the way down to 702s, and it's awesome. I'm blown away that the 702s have enough stank for these bigger, heavier, more draggy propellers, but I'm happy that they do. Let's do a little more. Let's lock in. We're gonna lock in, guys. Guys. It's time to lock in. I can't even do it as a bit. It makes me just want to vomit. Oh boy. Come on, Teddy, get your ass down here. Teddy! Teddy! Come here, you little fart! Teddy! Ugh! He knows. He knows I'm gonna make fun of him. Oh! Oh! I wanted to try to drop it down in that cube, but... Oh my god, what was that? I wanted to try to drop it down in the cube, but it was all going so well, I figured why ruin it. Hey, let's go back up and harass him some more. It's got enough power. That's for sure. But it doesn't have as much power as... Oh my goodness! It doesn't have as much power as the 1.2-inch prop rigs. What the hell was that? What did I hit? On the 40,000 kV motors. I could do a version of this with higher kV motors, but I don't know. I mean, that's going to start to eat up the runtime. So these props are bigger and heavier and more draggy. And I don't want the runtime to become a problem. These two. So this is enough power. This is enough. Oh god. You know what I'll do on the other build with the HappyModel motors, I will do a higher kV motor. I'll do those 34,000 kV motors to see what happens when we just spin these props a little bit more. Oh my god, dude. This thing just... It just works. Nope. Oh, how sick would that have been? Nope. I didn't come off the throttle all the way before I rolled it over. Hey, 2 minutes 12. Yeah, see, so 2 minutes 12, right? This is on beta FPV motors, which are not the most efficient. So maybe the build that I do on HappyModel motors, even though they're a little bit higher KV, higher RPM, maybe the efficiency will come up. 2 minutes and 10 seconds is like, that's close to being good, but it's just not quite. I want a little bit more than that. Cole Powers. Cole Powers says, lock in, send it, let's go. Sigh. Sigh indeed. You're looking through a CO3 camera, by the way. Oh, that was so stupid. I just blasted full throttle on top of the workbench where there's like a million little... Okay. There's a million little things that I just blew everywhere. What did I just blow? Oh, God. There's shit everywhere. I've made a mess. Oh, get down there. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Nope. 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 Let me go. Come on, please. No. Come on, please. No. Yes. Hold on. Let me get the throttle expo locked in. 29. 28. 28. 29. All right. And then we're going to come into rates. Go down. Throttle mid 30. All right. Perfect. Throttle midpoint is good. Throttle expo is pretty low at 20. Let's do the test to see how much throttle expo we really need. And the test is to run into this chair. The test is to see if I can shoot this gap repeatedly. Repeatedly. Got it once. Stop it. All right, so I'm that one was tough. I was going too much, too little, too much, too little, too much, too little. Stop it! Leave me alone. All right, we'll set it up by going through here. That's better. Oh, you fart! I might be Stevie wondering right now. Am I Stevie wondering? No, I'm not Stevie wondering. Having a little bit of trouble. Let's try one more time. Alright, not bad. One more. Oh, God. I gotta, like, really be settled, because I gotta spend this whole run here moving the throttle up and down. Not bad. Let's try something, though. Under rate, we're gonna double it. We're gonna double the throttle expo from 20 up to 40. This is the amount of expo. So this should make it... Oh, God, it feels so much better like this. It does take a second to get used to it, though, admittedly. Oh, fuck you! What's happening? Oh, my God. Hold on. Put a new battery on there. I don't know. I don't know if it needs this much. I don't know if it needs this much expo. Let's see. Fresh battery. And then we're going to do some 260 mAh batteries after this. 2 of them. 2 of them bitches. Here we go. 40 expo. Lots and lots of expo. Hover throttle is just right. 31, 32. Great. Oh my God, that is the magic of expo right there. Oh, bro. If there's ever been a better, like, explanation for running throttle expo, not explanation, justification. Oh boy. And I can still do all the other things. I can still do all the things, you know? You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Hold on. Let me just make sure that I'm not... Okay, cool. Okay, good. 40 is a lot. Let's back it off to just 30. Midpoint is 30. That's fine. But the amount we're going to pull down from 40. I mean, that felt really good and all, but you always want to run sorta. You sort of want to run the least amount of expo that you can. Ah, you fart. Shit! Hold on. There we go. See the bouncing up and down on my way there? See it? See me bouncing up and down on my way over there? I don't want to be doing that. Oh, God, why? You know, on the run up, like, I have to make sure that I don't hit the bases of these, but then I've got to really try to get it like settled down. I think I really liked it with the 40 on the expo. Yeah, I really did. Could be running into a situation where like these were at the limit of the 702 motor. Ah, shit. And so the extra, and so there's some, there's a little bit less. Let me add some feed forward in. There's a little bit less response time there, and a slower response time will. Wow, I can feel that feed forward. Jesus. What? Shifter got me right in the face. Oh God, no! Oh! Suck it, Trebek! Uh-oh. Hey. Oh God! No! What am I doing? All right, hold on. Reset back here. Try to shoot that gap one more time. Oh, see, like I was, even though I was kind of all over the place, I was able to get it settled down because there's just so much resolution when I have the expo that high. There's so much resolution on the throttle at that cruise. I really do like it. You know, I will take making the rest of the throttle throw like significantly shittier if I can have that cruising point be so soft and so nice. You can argue all day that that's a bad idea, but let's I don't know. Let's fist fight to the death. This is what happens when you put a lighter battery on, but you don't change the midpoint. Look at my throttle value for cruising. Oh, you know what's funny? Yeah, it is a little bit lower, 26. But it's not actually that bad because this battery is going to sag worse, even though it's lighter. It does feel worse, though. What's interesting is if I fly faster... Oh, God! What could that possibly be rubbing on? What are you all pissed off about? What are you rubbing on? The battery lead? It's the battery lead. Yeah, the battery sags so much that it brings the hover point almost up to where it would be on the 300s. That was I don't know what I was trying to do there. That was weird. Wow, this thing feels light. With the 270 mAh battery. I didn't make it quite through all four. Stop it. Stop it. Yeah, that hang time. Oh! What you know about it? Oh my god, bro. The hang time on this combo is this is magic. I like this, man. This is cool. Runtime's gonna suck, but this is fun. Woo! Shit. No. 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 Double stand up. I didn't want to stand up once. Ah, shit. The battery lead got into the duct and it chopped through the effing stuff. Ah, balls. This battery lead is too long. That sucks balls. It mangled the insulation. Yikes. That's crazy that these little tiny propellers can do that. I'm shocked. Look at this gangly fuck. Oh my god, this feels good. Ugh, Throttle Expo is just crack fucking cocaine. I'm sorry, yo, but I can't fly like this. Like, I can't... Here, let's do like a full minute of low elevation. You can't fly like this without a bunch of Throttle Expo, and this is fun. Like, this makes it feel like you're going 7,000 miles an hour, and then it gives you all this extra time if you want to do like a big laid out throw to go, whoop! Come on now. You need that in your life. 218! Yo! What? Hold on. Let's do another 260. Ooh! Just ruined that battery lead. Damn, dude, that got okay runtime. This is ridiculous. What's up, Apache Smoke? Thank you for the kind words. All right, example number 2 of the magic of Throttle Expo. What? Stop that. What'd you do that for? Take off, bitch. There you go. Whew, God. Oh! Ah! I got a what? I couldn't decide whether to go left or right, so I just fly straight into it. That's smart. Stop it. That shit. This like being able to make these tiny little adjustments to your elevation to drop below really low stuff. Come on, man. You need that. You need to be able to stick it on the ground like this. Come on. Get you some Throttle Expo, my friends. Do this. Look at that. Just scraping the ground. Oh, God, why? Scrape that shit! Are they still on the couch, these two? Thick as thieves. Well, you'll have to wait until Friday to see Teddy's haircut. Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead. Come and get it. Come get it. Come on, buddy. Yes! He's protecting Florence. Come into the light, buddy. Come into the light. He's not going to come into the light. Come on, get some. Get some, big tough boy. Look at this haircut. Look at how ridiculous he looks. Oh, I wish he would come downstairs. It's like a super exaggerated, cartoonish schnauzer haircut. They didn't shorten his eyebrows at all. His eyebrows look insane. See that little shake? Somebody got a little bit of beard hair tangled up in the tiny whoop, I think. Ah! No! No. Say what you will about Throttle Expo. You can't fly like that without it. Sorry, but you can't. It is well worth it. It is well worth having a little bit less throttle resolution, significantly above and significantly below the area that you spend 90% of your time on with the throttle. If you point a camera at your transmitter and you look at what you do with your throttle, you are going to spend your entire battery right around here, right around 30%. Your whole battery is going to be here, and then every once in a while you're going to go, wah! But then you're going to come right back down to 30%. And then every once in a while you're going to go, wah! Nothing, and then right back to 30%. Why do you care how much resolution you've got down here at 0%? Why do you care how much resolution you have up here at 100%? You're never there. You're never here and there. You're always around 30%. Unless you fly outside. But if you're flying in your house, you're always around 30%. Add a bunch of Throttle Expo. You'll thank me later. You won't believe how much better it feels for maintaining altitude. The more variability in the speed of your flying, the less Throttle Expo that you want to use. Inside the house, you're never going all that fast, right? And so you can run a ton of Throttle Expo, and it's just better. It's just better. And this whole like, oh no, just get good. Please. Like, if you're better than I am, then like, okay, maybe there's a point that but like, I'm pretty decent, and Throttle Expo makes a massive difference in my flying. So unless you're like way better than me, then guess what? You need to use Throttle Expo. And if you're not as good as me, guess what? You need to be using Throttle Expo. If you want your flying to look good, and if you want to be able to stick to the ground and control your elevation brilliantly, then you need to use it. If you don't care, then it doesn't matter anyway. But if you want to fly better, for me, if you want to have more fun, I love being able to hammer down on the ground and just like keep that elevation dead locked in. I don't know how you could see that as a bad thing. Like, I think everybody is going to enjoy that. Cole Powers says he looks very schnauzy. He is indeed. Kevin Sumner's in the house. He says, I need you and Joshua to be on a stream together and debate Throttle Expo. I'm with you, but here's the thing. There's no debating it. The only debate is if you fly in like, look, Joshua doesn't fly inside of his house. He flies outside. So he goes really fast sometimes and he goes really slow sometimes. And that's a scenario where Throttle Expo doesn't work quite as good. I still think it would benefit him to use a little bit of it, but it's something that you have to make an adjustment to, and you have to decide if you're going to use it or not use it. You know, like me, he's got 20, 30, 40 different builds. If he decided that he was going to start using even just a little bit of Throttle Expo, it would benefit him to go through every single one of those and add it in, and he's probably not going to do that. He's got a million things going on. But yeah, like in a scenario, if your flight style or the location that you fly causes you to fly slowly, or not even slowly, fly the same speed, roughly the same speed all the time, then Throttle Expo is huge. You know,
I didn't get that.
That's okay. I didn't say anything to you. Don't listen to me, Siri. Go away.
Okay.
This is a strange time to be alive. This is a strange timeline. I don't love it. Cole Power says, I can fly that low with linear throttle. Get good, scrub. Let's see it, bro. Let's see it. And then put throttle expo in, and then let's see that. But by that point, we won't need to see it because you'll message me and be like, yeah, you were right. Islander FPV says, Kevin Sumner, CiottiFPV could guest moderate a JB stream so Blunty can go on a fishing trip. I can't do what Blunty does in Joshua's streams. That is completely beyond my ability. Blunty is really good at what he does. There you go, friends. It's beyond 12 o'clock. Hope you learned something. I certainly did. Cole Powers says, flying that low got me booped to death. What's that mean? FizzPV says, I don't fly good enough for either to matter yet. I very much disagree. I think that the worse you are as a pilot, the more throttle expo is going to benefit you. The reason being, throttle control is outrageously difficult. It is the hardest thing to master in FPV. So the earlier you are in your FPV journey, the harder of a time you're going to be having with throttle control. And throttle expo significantly makes throttle control significantly easier. There you go. So yeah, if you guys want to start screwing around with throttle expo and you haven't already, I've not told you enough tonight for you to set it properly. I've kind of shown you the two different settings and how easy they are to get to. Here's what you want to do. You want to go to my channel. There's a little tiny magnifying glass right here. You're going to click it. You're going to search for throttle expo. The first two live streams that pop up, Throttle Expo, the throttle management cheat code, Midpoint Monday, dialing in Throttle Expo, the secret for throttle control. These both dive into it. One of them is more recent than the other. I forget which one is which, but yeah, there's like 45 minutes to an hour of me totally diving into it, how to set it up, what it does, what you got to do it. It's not as easy as just like put a couple numbers in there and go. You have to really understand it. And in these two live streams, I went all the way down the rabbit hole. If you're willing to take 45 minutes to an hour to watch it and then spend a little bit more time dialing it in, you're going to love my nuts. I promise you that you're going to love my chopped nuts. Thanks for hanging, friends. CiottiFPV.com to support me. I need everybody's help. Somebody join Patreon if you haven't already. Tonight, right now, somebody join Patreon. I'll give you a shout out on the next live stream. I'll see you guys on Friday at 7 o'clock. CiottiFPV.com. Click all the buttons. FizzPV with the last comment of the live stream. He says, know what is going to be in my ear at work on Friday. Got tomorrow off. Outstanding. Thanks. Thanks for hanging, friends. See you guys Friday at 7 Eastern. See you later. I'm not ready. I'm not ready at all. Here's another thing that Throttle Expo will allow you to do that without it, you 100% will not be able to do anywhere near this good. It makes a huge difference for this. Love you, bye!